Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self-Love. Today we are answering Instagram Q&A, and I've decided that I'm going to compile them and put them into a video so that all the things that I've been responding to must just be on record. I've been answering Instagram Q&As for a long time now. I just never really thought of compiling them and turning them into a YouTube video. Let's just go straight into the questions, and I'm gonna answer them one by one. And yeah, right. Question number one. How can one stand firm and let nobody overstep their boundaries without feeling bad? Unfortunately, there is no way you are not going to feel bad when you have to enforce your boundaries, because remember, those who really love you and care for you are not going to feel any pain when you decide to love yourself enough to put boundaries which are good for you. If people really love you, they should love everything about you, including your well-being. So the reason why we put boundaries in place is so that people never damage us to a certain degree. So if anybody has a problem with you protecting yourself, that person does not even deserve to be in your cycle. There is no way you are not going to feel bad when you set boundaries, because people enjoyed the version of you that did not have boundaries. And this one right here, it's going to be painful, but it will be good for you, and it will also be good for those that really love you, because then they will also learn that as a human being you deserve to have boundaries, and they will learn to also enforce boundaries in their own lives. So no need to feel bad. The second one. Is it okay to forgive a man who uses his childhood trauma as an excuse to mistreating you in a relationship? Absolutely not, because we all have childhood traumas, and the fact that you are aware that you have childhood traumas but you're not doing anything about them, but you use them to hurt other people, it means that you're just manipulating people into tolerating your nonsense, and you don't have to tolerate that nonsense, okay? Because if somebody says they have childhood traumas, then what are they doing about those childhood traumas? If they're not doing anything about it, you don't have to subscribe to that nonsense if you don't want to, because it's the same as somebody saying, listen, I'm going to keep stabbing you because when I was a child I was being stabbed, so you must just tolerate me stabbing you, without them actually acting on them being stabbed as a child. So you can't help them there. You know, the only thing that you can do for them is support them when they decide that they want to deal with their childhood traumas. Mara, the fact that when you have to tolerate their abuse because of their traumas, no, 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 no. Waka, I'm in the middle of a recording now. Let me call you back, my love. Sure, babe. Sorry about that. Oh, Kana say Jola. Oh, there's a question here about Jolie. How can I stay in a relationship with a stingy man? Should I leave him or continue with him? Well, it depends on what stingy is to you, you know, because I, for one, am not big when it comes to asking people to do stuff for me. And I feel like if people don't want to do stuff for me, then I'm quite comfortable as long as they're not taking anything from me. But depending on what you interpret stingy as, and if that does not sit well with you, then obviously you don't have to stick around for something that's not comfortable for you. If you really want a man who must give you money and spoil you, girl, nobody should stop you from going to get that man. But whatever it is that is making you stay with this man specifically, maybe you can just weigh your options to say, okay, maybe he's stingy, but for this 80-20 rule, what, maybe I can stay. But otherwise, you don't have to stay with somebody that you don't feel comfortable staying with, regardless of whether they are stingy or they give you money, because you could move on from here, get somebody who gives you money but gives you the worst treatment. So you just have to weigh your options and see which one is important to you and which one is not. I know that you said ask a question, but I'm here to tell you that you are loved and keep motivating us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. It keeps me going. God bless you. Okay, recently broke up with my ex. Was a 5 years relationship. I find it hard to accept and let go. Please give me advice. Unfortunately, if it's finished, it is finished. If the relationship has run its course, has run its course. The only thing that you can do for yourself is to tell yourself every day that I have to accept the reality of my life. I think a lot of us sink into depression and whatever because we front a lot and we don't want to accept the realities of our lives. Just accept. Just tell yourself, oh, as hard as it is over. It has run its course. I tried my best and my best was not good enough, and it is okay. because I would like to believe that this is not your first relationship and it might not even be the last. And even if it was your first relationship, you're not the first person and you're not going to be the last person to have a 5-year-old relationship coming to an end. So one day at a time, just tell yourself that I did my best. My best was not enough. And unfortunately, the relationship came to an end. Do we ever completely heal or we cover the scars and move on? I think it depends. Number one, if you are trying to heal from maybe the loss of a child, that healing is quite different to maybe having to heal from a broken relationship, because you are healing from the loss of a loved one. From time to time, you are going to be triggered. Their absence is going to trigger you. So you just have to learn to manage the triggers that come with you losing the loved one. But when it comes to a relationship coming to an end or something like that, yes, you heal. And you just have to accept when you have not yet healed to say, I've not yet healed. You need to dress your wound, because I think the most painful thing about healing is that people don't want to embark on the healing journey because it's excruciating. Healing is painful, guys. That is why when I heal from stuff, I never want to go back to them. And I try to avoid doing things that will require me to come back and heal from them in the future. So healing is a thing, but it depends on how much you are willing to accept that you need to embark on your healing journey. How do you manage to handle stress? Mina, in my nature, I'm an overthinker. This is something that I'm working on a daily basis. So as an overthinker, you can imagine how much I stress over a lot of things. But then I realized that I actually should not be stressing on things that I don't have control over. When a stressful situation approaches me, is there anything I can do about this situation? If there is, then I act on it. If I can't do anything about it, then I just move on with my life. I sleep, I take myself out, or I just talk, because I speak, you guys. Being a loudmouth has really saved me from a lot of things. I feel like I should be dead right now, but because I speak openly, I wear my heart on my sleeve. So if anything does not sit well with me, I talk about it. And I have people that I really love and I rely on, and I know that every time when I speak, they listen to me. And I also attend therapy. I just offload my things at my therapist's office. So yeah, that's how I manage my stress. But there are many other different ways that you can try that can work for you as well. Advice you can give to a teenage girl who is always criticized because she's a top student. This world that we're living in is a very twisted world. It is not fair at all, because you will be criticized for being a top student. You will be criticized for being a bottom student, and you can never please the world, and you just have to be strong. You know what I'm saying? You need to stand for yourself. If you are being bullied, then you must report the bullying to your parents and also to the school. But at the same time, I want you to understand that there's always a famous saying that dogs don't bark at a car which is stationary. They must always bark at a car which is moving, meaning that for as long as you are moving, for as long as you are scaling new heights in your life, you are still going to face people who are going to hate you for doing the right thing. People will never love you even if you just lay your life down for them. So I need you to understand, as young as you are, that this harsh world that we are living in does not care whether you're a top student or a bottom student, but you have to keep doing you. At what age were you when you got married? This one is a bit tricky because I'm not sure whether I should say marriage when lobola was paid the first time or the second time. But yeah, I'd say 25. Look, guys, I married young, hey? Now when I look at it, I'm like, hey, brah, where were you going? Where were you going? But anyway, because my age mates are only getting married now, I'm like, you. So I did it that early. Whatever. Yeah, so I got married. I'd say 25. Yeah, let me just say 25. Sure. How do you deal with being accused of cheating even when you don't? Remember, when people start accusing you of stuff that you didn't do, it's not about you. It's about them. They want to be in control of you all the time. So it's a mind game that they're playing with you, because when they make you feel guilty all the time, you spend the rest of your lives trying to prove to them, or no, you actually did not do it. So they always have that power and that control over you, because when your entire existence, you'll be proving to them, or no, I did not cheat. So they can just accuse you of anything when you run around behind them trying to prove wrong, trying to prove that you didn't do it. So they always want to have that upper hand, and when you must always be apologetic, because they know that they can just accuse you of stuff and you must prove it wrong. They accuse you of stuff, you must prove them wrong. So it's a mental problem. It's a mental problem. You don't even have to defend yourself if you know that you didn't do it. If they had proof, maybe then you would say, okay, I did. But if you know you didn't and your conscience is clean, you just say whatever, believe whatever you want. I want to do business, but nobody seems to support me. It's making me feel like I'm doing something. Help. You know what, my sister? I feel like there's a lot of power that you are giving to people. You need to understand that people don't owe you anything in this world. They don't even owe you that support that you feel like they should give you. If you want to start something, understand that you're doing it for yourself. It's entirely about you. It's got absolutely nothing to do with anybody else. So if you are doing something and you're expecting people to now come and just hold you like this, then unfortunately that's not going to happen. You are not going to succeed in any business whatsoever if the first thing that you expect after starting something is people to come for you. Do your business, do your best, follow your dream, and whoever that is for you will follow you. You should not rely on people just coming to support you because you've started something. Focus on building your own empire, and those who feel like they will benefit from it and those who feel like you are worthy of getting support, they will do it willingly. You don't have to be frustrated that people are not supporting you. Am I wrong to be overprotective about myself as I'm divorced at the age of 28? Number one, you being overprotective of yourself has absolutely nothing to do with your age or your marital status. You just have to be overprotective of yourself regardless of your age, regardless of your marital status. We get each other, ne? So keep being overprotective of yourself, keep loving yourself, keep understanding that you deserve better. And it's got absolutely nothing to do with your gender, your age, your race, your marital status, and all the other stuff in between. Loving yourself should not even be attached to any of those things. And being overprotective of yourself should never be attached to any of the things that you're worried about right now. Sure. How do you forgive yourself after betraying yourself for the second time? I keep saying this, that we are very quick when it comes to giving people the second chance, third chance, fourth chance, whatever chance. We give people so many chances and we never give ourselves those chances. We give everybody a break, but we never give ourselves that break. So I'm saying to you right now that give yourselves as many chances as you possibly can. Because when the Bible says you must forgive 77 times, 7 times, you are very quick to forgive others. But when it comes to yourself, you are hard. You can't have people being hard on you and you being hard at yourself. You must give yourself the soft life, the softness, the kindness, the overprotectiveness, every beautiful thing that you've been giving other people, you must give yourself. That includes you betraying yourself and forgiving yourself for betraying yourself over and over and over again, and understanding that people must not overstep your boundaries. Yeah. So I believe this is the last of this session of Q&A from Instagram. You're more than welcome to hop on, because I'll keep it open for people to ask questions, and then I will answer it like this, and I'll compile them and I will post it here. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. I appreciate the love and support that you are showing me.